It's like I fell 1,000 times. Nothing but doubt to flood my mind. 'Cause sometimes it's hard to remember why I ever started racing with my dreams. A restless December, feeling I was meant for more than I believed. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I will struggle, I will shout. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. I swear I meant to do this. I'm told that love would never lie. Where my head has met my heart and they are beautifully aligned. But sometimes it's hard to remember everything I've done that's brought me to this space. I started with embers, now a raging fire is burning in its place. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way.
Idiot.
I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I will struggle, I will shout. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I'm on my way. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? We've been living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Poco no mirai wa, dare ni mo wa kare.
Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, wonderful day, good afternoon, evening, depending on what part of the world you reside in. I'm having a pretty good morning so far. The mighty Miss Riv bought me a brand new pillow because I've been using the same pillow, I think, for maybe, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years. I don't get rid of things. I keep them around, you know. I try to make sure that I guess squeeze every little nickel out of them. I don't know. But anyway, she got me a new pillow, and I slept on it last night for the first time. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's the first time that I didn't toss and turn all night for a long, long time. And so I really got a really good night's sleep. So I'm full of energy this morning. And yes, ma'am, I've got your short. We're going to watch it in just a second there, Miss Ollie. Anyway, but let's just get right into the news for this morning. So let's start off with a little bit of humor before we get into the serious stuff. Is it shh? There it is, Simpson, the Komodo dragon in its natural habitat, and that's about the truth of it, right? You get through drinking your coffee this morning, you got to go to the Komodo dragon, right? I found it funny. Come on, people, laugh. So anyway, Miss Zolly was kind enough to send this little short that's going up on her that's up on her channel here. So we're going to take a look at this because it says the title of this little short is "We Are Sparta."
Okay, now we're getting to the war part. Okay, I am going to war with Now Recording. I am over catching strays. And actually, my war is actually extending to Riverter. Definitely Riverter. I'm going to destroy that old man. My war is extending to Riverter and Dave after the stream they had tonight. We are going to war. We are doing it Sparta style. You know why? Because we are Sparta.
Okay, you know, how do I put this? You know, I try to use my hips, my thrusts of love to try to avoid this, to divert the path that we were on, because I was hopeful that love would win out. I was hopeful that we could rein this in. But after last night, it was quite obvious on everybody's parts, that being Mattis Pittis, the copious lord himself, Dedus Davonis, and the lovely and gracious Xylus Gitrilis, that war was inevitable. And yours truly, poor old Peepaw, who has been through many a war, has seen many a battle, and I survived every one of them, was going to have to once again don the armor, take up the shield, take up the sword, because the banners were called. And since I am a bannerman to the copious kingdom, I'm afraid I'm going to have to lock arms with my fellow bannerman, the Now Recording podcast, and we're going to have to rally. And the thing that Miss Zali might want to go back and look at that movie and remember something. Yes, he did the great Sparta kick, and he kicked the dude into the pit and says, yes, we are Sparta. And yes, they did take quite a few with them when they had their battle. But ultimately, they were destroyed. Ultimately, they all lost their lives. Now, they made a great showing, and good on for them, but they lost it all. They lost it all. Let's see here. Mrs. Ali says, it was about last night's stream, by the way. It was before your dance. Yeah, I know. I tried to divert, but the drums of war were pounding, and my hips could not overcome the drums of war. So I guess war has been called, the flags have been raised, the bannermen have been called. So let's see where we go from here. We'll see where we go from here. We'll see where we go from here. And so in this next little thing, we're going to move along because now the councils will be called. The Great Council will be called. We'll have to sit around the table. There will be many a voice chat, many a DMs. We're going to see if we have any little fingers in either camp that's going to be bringing information to us, because you always have the little fingers, right? The little fingers out there, sharing tidbits in here because they want to play both sides, because they think that it's funny to play both sides. But I'll caution you, when you play both sides, you wind up squished right in the middle, always. The little fingers of the world never, ever make it. They never make it. And they wind up with an Arya Stark behind them, slitting their throats. You're a bunch of men, easy peasy. Well, one thing I will say this. Men of my generation, we have a certain chivalry about us, right? Chivalry. There's the word chivalry about us, right? We open doors for ladies, and we, because you are the gentler of the sexes, right? And so we open the doors and we tip our hats, right? We walk on the outside of the sidewalk against the street to protect you from any dangers that might come from that way, right? We do all these things, but that was then, and this is now. To quote one of my favorite authors, Mrs. S.E. Hinton, you see, women have fought for equality. They have demanded equality. And as much as it pains me, and it pains my poor old Southern heart, I'm going to have to treat you as equals. I cannot be kind and gracious and chivalrous and open the door and lay down my jacket over the mud puddles no more. No. Because this is Sparta. This is war. And you might just find that it might not be as easy as peasy as you think, Mrs. Ollie, because you kind of asked for it. So we'll see what happens. Do I not open doors for men? Generally speaking, yes. In the South, whenever I'm going, if I come up to a door, I will hold the door for the people coming in or coming out. Yes. Because I'm a kind and gracious soul. But those people have not declared war against me. See, people who declare war against me. So, anyway, Max says, I'd like to submit to the military tribunals that I have been dead since 2016, so I can't participate in wars. Dead men tell no tales, as it were. Well, see, here's the problem with that, Mr. Max. Dead men can vote. Dead men can run for office. So dead men can participate in wars. So you, sir, are denied. Your request is hereby denied. Sorry. All right. So moving along. Because I'm not for sure what all the copious kingdom and leader Dead on Dave has got for us. So here we go. It's getting that time of year where we are approaching, because I don't do sports, but what I do is Super Bowl commercials. And I like me some good Super Bowl commercials. And this one here, it encompasses two parts of a Super Bowl commercial that I really like. One, it's a Super Bowl commercial. And two, Breaking Bad. Now, if any of you guys in the audience have never watched the show Breaking Bad, What even are you doing with your lives? Hello. Um, but lucky for you, it is on Netflix, and you can watch the entire series. Now that Netflix has recanted their evil ways, you can subscribe and share it with your widow mom or father that is on limited incomes. So let's watch this little clip. I've seen this. This is good.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White.
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to.
What are these?
We call them popcorners.
Say their name.
Popcorners. Take! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe. 7! You make 7! 7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
Anyway, as a fan of the Breaking Bad series, I just found that really fun. I really like that. So, why does that keep moving? Does it grow legs or something this morning, for crying out loud? So this next one, we kind of touched base a little bit on this story last night on Dave's. And so Dextro comes out with a clip this morning, or, well, I guess it was last night. Where there's says a Twitch chat bully streamer for playing Hogwarts Legacy to the point of making his girlfriend cry. So I haven't watched this. So let's see what happens here.
Flip up, and now it's like whatever. I'm almost like thinking of just like either going offline or like I'm barely into the second combat here, and every time I look at chat, it's just the conversation is just like
maybe we can do like
bothering
a
me.
be right back, like a little break or something.
You can take a break if you want. I'll just stop talking and I'll just go fight and do the combat. Y'all done did it now. Flip up, and now it's like whatever. I'm almost like thinking of just like either going.
Man, there are just some ugly, ugly people in this world. It's just a game, guys. I mean, I understand. I understand the author has a very, she's not well liked. I get it. I know she said some things that have been very confrontational and horrific and stuff, right? But I don't really think people fully grasp and understand. It's like, okay, I don't know, this whole building of a database that they did to track who played the game. I mean, guys, that is so you really, you guys might really want to go back and study history. You really might want to go back and study history, because there were groups of people throughout history that kept, quote, databases of people to harass, to bully, to keep track of them. And those people, as time went by, are not looked real favorably upon as history looks back at them. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on that one. All right. So one of my favorite shows, Yellowstone, this is coming from comicbook.com, is reporting that they're going to reportedly end with Matthew McConaughey starring in a franchise extension. Says a new day might be dawning on Yellowstone on Monday. Reports begin to sorely indicate the Paramount Network series could be ending in its current form. According to the reports, co-creator and showrunner Taylor Sheridan is reportedly working with the network as well as Paramount to end the series and subsequently launch a new extension of the franchise that would continue its narrative. The report hints that Matthew McConaughey is in negotiations to star in the potential new series currently unknown character, with several of the big stars of Yellowstone rumored to join him. That being said, nothing is confirmed or officially set in stone, with a Paramount Network spokesman indicating as much. Yellowstone, Tyler Sheridan, the creator or co-creator of Yellowstone, is hot. I mean, he's like red hot, poker hot right now, right? I mean, he's got Yellowstone. He started with Yellowstone. He then spun that off into 1883, which was a limited run series that was it was a limited run series that established who the Duttons were, where they came from, and how they came to live in Montana, right? And to set up the Yellowstone Ranch. Like I said, it's a really limited run series, and his Tim McGraw and his wife Faith. It's really, really, really good. Then they come back and they are doing a series now, and then of course they continue with Yellowstone, that being the hub for right now. And then he come back and he did another limited run series that's in running now, called 1920. I always reverse the last two numbers. It's 1932, I think it is, or 23, I can't remember. It's got Harrison Ford and some other. There was an actor on there. Me and the wife watched it Sunday. I can't remember the actor's name, but he had a limited little role in it. But he's well known for small parts and stuff in movies. But and it's post World War One, and it continues the legacy of the Duttons. But he's also got a couple of other series that he has. That one of them's called Mayor of Kingstown. That is stars Jeremy Reiner. Is that how you say his last name? The guy that played Hawkeye, right, on the oh shit, you know what I'm talking about. The Marvel movies. And then he's got another one called is it Tulsa Kings? And it stars Sylvester Stallone. So like I said, this guy's got stuff everywhere. He's making, yes, he does the like the cowboy, right? The Western type shows, but he also does the other modern day ones as well. If I would just say, I really like it. You might want to give it a shot. Watch it. Let's see here. Okay. So let's get into iShowSpeed here. All right. So there was a earthquake, right? That was over in Turkey and Syria, right? And Hassan Piker started a fundraiser to raise money for the victims of this tragic, horrific event. And iShowSpeed was going to donate $50,000 towards this fundraiser, but his chat got convinced him, I guess, otherwise that it was a scam.
Hassan Piker is taking all the money for himself. He lives in a mansion. All the money is going to him so he can buy a new pool for his mansion.
Yo, chat, what is going on?
Speed, it's a scam. I am being.
It's a scam? Bro, I don't. Oh my god, dog. Y'all see, look, bro, I don't know who.
I hate it. These people are so fucking desperate to vilify me that they like even when I'm trying to raise money for a cause actively, they like go and harm the fundraising efforts. Like there are literally fucking people under rubble right now. There are people that are currently trying to survive under rubble. They might not make it over the course of the next 24 hours. And instead of turning around and being like, yeah, maybe this time we should just let it go. We should just let Hassan do his thing. They went and actively undermined iShowSpeed and stopped him from donating $50,000. He was like, I'm going to donate $50,000 to this. We've raised a lot of money. I will donate more money as well. It ultimately doesn't matter. But like, it's so crazy that like, this is how far motherfuckers go. They stopped him from donating $50,000. They said it was a scam. And worst of all, hundreds of thousands of people who are watching him probably think this is a fucking scam. They just lied and said, I'm filling my own pockets. I'm lining my own pockets in this while we're raising funds for. It's the fact that alongside a bunch of other streamers, we were able to put together a successful way to raise funds from America and give it to a very reputable Turkish charity, when that reputable Turkish charity currently has no way of receiving American funds other than like a Swift code. That's a very difficult process. And there were so many people that were working behind the scenes, linking up actively while this shit is happening, while people are dying, so that we can get money as quickly as possible to those in need. And there are still people who like don't give a shit about any of that and just run to make this look like a bad thing.
So, people, I guess, are out here trying to say, because they so dislike Hassan, right? And I don't like Hassan. I think Hassan is a self-serving asshole. But what he's doing is not a scam. It is 100% a charitable donation that you can do to help the people of Turkey and Syria if you're so inclined to do so. And you can see here the earthquake is now tops 5,000 people. This there's even reports that this was like I think it was like a 7.7 magnitude earthquake, right? And this event triggered, because you have the aftershocks and stuff, right? It was such a major event that it actually triggered other smaller earthquakes across the planet. So this was not just isolated to just this one location, right? So if you're so inclined and you want to try to support and help the people of Turkey and Syria, definitely 100% check out the Hassan fundraiser and donate. Yeah, it's these people that are out here trying to troll and try to say, I do know that iShowSpeed did, because there was another thread I seen earlier that he did wind up, I think initially he has donated $2,000 to it. I don't know if he will subsequently donate others or not, right? I don't know. And I kind of wished that's where the story ended with iShowSpeed, but it isn't. Unfortunately, there's a YouTuber by the name of Jabroni. Now, I'd never heard of this guy before, but yesterday, his YouTube video, popped up on my feed at YouTube, right? My YouTube feed, the whatever. And So I got to looking into what he was claiming. And he put out this tweet. This was from the 5th, right? So it's a couple of days ago now. Said someone who might be one of the biggest copyright trolls in YouTube history just outed himself. iShowSpeed just admitted to being behind hundreds of copyright claims that he previously denied being involved with. And so he has a video here that is 20 minutes and 50 seconds long. And in this video, well, I'm gonna play the first, and then I'll come and kind of skip around a little bit, but here we go.
Somebody who I think might be the biggest copyright troll in the history of YouTube just outed himself. Let's talk about how we got to this point, who this person is, and what this all means for YouTube. So this is iShowSpeed. He is the biggest, most watched streamer on all of YouTube right now. He's got over 15 million subscribers. He is a grinder. He's been streaming almost every day since the summer of 2020. He makes a ton of content. He's been making some music videos lately that have gotten over 77 million views. 29 million views. He is extremely popular. He's blown up. There was one point in the summer of 2021 where in 14 days, he gained 1.4 million subscribers.
Now, in case some of you guys don't remember, iShowSpeed, he had some really big viral clips this past summer. Like, he's the guy that set the fireworks, the Pikachu fireworks off on his bed, remember? He was also the... he got swatted, and they captured that, and that was on. They streamed that, and video stuff came out where he was swatted and arrested. They had him in handcuffs, the whole kit and caboodle. Just recently during the World Cup, he had a little bit of controversy because there was a fan of his that came up to him that was Asian, and it was allegedly put forth that in the clip or whatever, that iShowSpeed was kind of making fun and mocking his language, and he went on to apologize and made follow-up video where he apologized and said no, that was not what his intent was. He was trying to communicate. We covered that actually on Dead on Dave, I believe it was. So he's grown in popularity. He's extremely hyper. He's very animated. He's very energetic, dare I say. He recently played in the soccer match, that charity soccer match that KSI and the Sidemen put on, right? He competed in that. So he's been everywhere. He's got his fingers in everything. And like I say, he's got like 15.5 million subs. So the dude is legitimately probably one of the most or largest YouTubers, and he's growing exponentially.
He is an absolute phenomenon. He understands content like almost nobody else. But iShowSpeed is also really controversial. He's been in a bunch of different controversies where he's like almost gotten canceled. He was brought on to British TV. They invited him over to watch a football match with them, and they actually rescinded their invite and cut all the clips with him out when somebody told them all of these like cancelable things that he's done.
Okay. Evidently, I'm having some internet issues here or something this morning, guys. Hang on. What in the crap? Good Lord, I'm dropping frames. Hang on here. What is going on?
I discovered Speed about a year ago, and I ended up making a video called Uncancelable iShowSpeed, which I basically wanted to show how he overcame all the different times where he was almost canceled, because I think his rise to fame has been really cool and interesting and something I thought would be cool to talk about. But he does wade into controversy a lot. It's also worth mentioning.
Hang on a second, guys. I don't know, something's going on here. What? see if I can get this thing to calm down.
He's very young. He's about 19, maybe 20 years old now. His age has always been kind of a mystery, but he recently did finally confirm.
All right, so that's kind of a history of. So we're going to scoop on over here a little bit. All right, so the first one he shows here is from a YouTuber by the name of Omni, and Omni tweeted this out back in July of 2022, right? And he's talked about how he had, and you can see here, he shows the clip here where iShowSpeed set off the Pikachu firework on his bed, right? And he's showing here that this Thumb Media affiliate, right? They is the name of this company. They weren't doing a copyright strike as far as they weren't taking down the videos. All they were doing was doing a claim. They were claiming the videos so that they would get the revenue from it, right? So the channels weren't getting a strike. They were leaving the videos and stuff up. They were just claiming the money, right? Well, Omni wasn't the only one. We also have Jalen, right? I think this community, everyone is very familiar with Jalen. Jalen had the same thing. She says that they claimed her video and rejected her appeal. And it's not even a valid claim whatsoever. They even claimed parts of my original video that they didn't even copyright correctly. I don't know when. This was probably around the same time, because as you see here, she was covering the deal where I was talking about the swatting, right, where iShowSpeed wound up being put in handcuffs and so forth. So that was the next incident that this guy. Let's see. Then who was the next here? He himself, back in August, he said there's a company called Thumb Media Affiliates been striking commentary YouTubers who talk about iShowSpeed. I'm not sure if this company is an actual affiliate with iShowSpeed or if they're falsely striking videos. I DM Speed to see if I can if I can confirm, or if he can confirm rather. AJ, who just recently announced that he was retiring come this summer, says, I got a strike and disputed it, and they are fighting it. Then we can see here, he shows where he says, hi Jabroni, a copyright owner using Content ID has claimed some material in your video. Your video is live and the visibility settings you select to remain applied to it, but it is now either being monetized by the copyright owner or they have chosen to receive analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike. So like I said, they weren't filing copyright strikes. They were doing copyright claims or Content ID claims, which means they would retain the monies on this, right? So he then goes on to, who else was there? Hang on. Did I miss it? Yeah. Back up a second. Papa Gut even got one. He says, something like this happened to me on my iShowSpeed video. Hopefully at Team YouTube can do something about these blatantly bogus claims. So, Jalen, Papa Gut, AJ. So there were several people that I was familiar with or whatever on this story, where this guy has collected the data and shows, hey, this company is making these claims, right? So, he followed back up. He said, there's a company called Thumb Media. Hang on here. He goes on to say, where was it here?
Just on principle, I was like, I'm going to fight this to the end. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to fight it. And so I did. Why the Twitter thread is relevant and important is not because of anything I said in it, but because after I made that thread, it got indexed on Google because there weren't a lot of people talking about this yet. And I got people reaching out to me from all over the place. From then until literally now, YouTubers have been DMing me saying, I got claimed by Speed. What do I do? On August 13th, I got this DM from a YouTuber. Middle of the conversation, they said, what's funny is the video got claimed. I trimmed out the clip, and then they claimed the video again a few hours later, which is literally just me talking over gameplay. I'm just not going to make videos about speed anymore. It is mad annoying. And that's what's wild about these claims. Usually when you get claimed on YouTube, it's by an automated system. It's by content ID. The copyright owner gets a list of videos that are using the content that they claim to own. They can just go through a checkbox and say claim, claim, claim.
Okay, so the first half of this show, whatever, he makes these, puts forth his accusations and so forth, right? So they reached out to Thumb Media and asked, "Do you own copyright? Do you own the copyright right of YouTuber iShowSpeed? I'm seeing your MCM claiming all the speed videos." They responded, "Yes, Thumb Media manages copyright on behalf of iShowSpeed." Okay, so then iShowSpeed was doing a stream, and this came up.
Hey, Chad, then where's the... Alright, I watched the video again, then, Chad. What's the video, bro? Like, oh my gosh, dog. Bro, that is... What are y'all... A company called Thumb Media is copyright striking all the... Chad, how do I stop this from happening? Like, cause it's not happening to me. Like, Chad, like, how do I, like, stop this from happening? The fuck?
So as you can see here, he's responding to his Reddit, where this got uploaded enough to where he saw it, and people are saying, "Hey, address this." There's this company called Thumb Media that's going around and claiming clips and stuff of you out there that people are using. And of course, the thing about it is when people are showing these clips and they're doing commentary and they're covering these type of things, right? They're bringing attention. Sometimes it's good attention, sometimes it's bad attention. Irrespectively, they're bringing attention to the person, right? In this case, iShowSpeed, which helped him blow up, right? So like when people were covering him shooting off the fireworks on his bed, right? That was drawing attention to this young man who was doing these wild, zany, outlandish type things, which put more eyes on him, which in turn grew his popularity. When he got swatted, and the videos out there where they put him in handcuffs, again, elevated his presence, elevated his reach out there, right, and made him even more popular. So his fans or somebody, posted this on his subreddit. It finally got enough upvotes to where it got on the page to where it could be seen.
I can still do it, and I'll whip it out when I need to.
Holy crap! Erica with a key tipped $100. Nice tip with your coffee. Are you serious? Erica, thank you. You kind of speechless, really. Just know I'm extremely always appreciative of any donations that this channel receives. But know that, and I know I've gotten some new viewers and stuff, all the money that this channel will ever make, eventually when I hopefully get partnered with YouTube, the donations, everything goes into a fund. And I'm going to take that money to help other YouTubers, to help other creators, to help artists, to get technology into their hands, to make them able to create, to produce content, to produce art, to support the content creators, that type of things. And I'm developing a team that is going to be behind the scenes, and they're not going to be, they're not going to be known who they are. That's going to help me select these creators and artists and help, best decide what is the best way to move forward to help them. So it's not going to just be me arbitrarily say, I'm going to help this person from this person. It's going to be a team. I'm going to have a team to help me do these things. And it's going to be from all different avenues of the internet out there to help me do this. And so thank you, Erica. That $100 will go a long ways for us to be able to help our first person. And thank you. I do appreciate that immensely. Anyway, how do I go back into the story after that? So anyway, iShowSpeed, talks about this and says no, he's going to put a stop to this. And you can see here there was actually an article that was even written about this saying iShowSpeed calls out company for false copywriting, fans who post his YouTube clips. So, it initially came out where he was doing the right thing, that he was going to put a stop to this, that this was, and here's the thing. There has been incidences where when a YouTube has a MCN partner and stuff, the MCN will be a little overzealous and claim things. And when the content creator is made aware of it, they go out and say, hey, stop that. Don't do this. Don't be out here claiming these videos. We have seen that. That has been a thing that has happened in the past. So on its surface, that's kind of what it looked like here. It kind of looked like iShowSpeed became aware of it. He says, hey, I'm going to handle this. I'm going to square up on this. I'm going to deal with this. No problems, right? I got this. I got you, right? That's basically what he says. Unfortunately,
actually represents speed. One commenter said it's.
Hang on here. So actually what happens is Jake Lucky, everyone's favorite sport, YouTube sports reporter, says iShowSpeed has called out the company known as Thumb Media for false copywriting people who post his clips. The company has been claiming multiple YouTubers' videos for months now, with nobody seeming to know who they are. I did look them up. They are well, let's just do this right now. Thumb Media. Here we go. Thumb Media. This is their website. It's so I have to put it in translation where I can see it because it's actually in Portuguese, which means I assume that it is in Portugal, right? Anyway, they do content ID, content production, so brands, YouTubers, music. Of course, you can sign up to where they can become an affiliate for you. But that's who they are. They are an MCN, right? But like I said, I assume that they are out of Portugal because, again, everything on their site is in Portuguese. And, like I said, several people started reporting that, hey, iShowSpeed calls us out. Hey, we're going to deal with it, so on and so forth. And even, people saying, hey, like Tom Skeptic here is saying most likely it's not Speed's fault, which, like I was saying, a lot of times, like I said, MCNs can get a little bit happy with this stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, right here. So this was kind of interesting because this is Jake Lucky and he's having a conversation. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know who the guy on the right is. I don't know who this content creator is. But listen to this interaction.
But then, on a lighter note, this whole Thumb Media situation.
Did you hear that, Speed?
Can you talk about that?
What'd you say?
Can you talk about that? Move on.
He said you can't talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right. No worries then. No worries then.
All right.
So did you hear him there?
So, Jake Lucky asks him, he goes, hey, let's talk about this Thumb Media thing, and iShowSpeed says, no, I can't talk about that. Move on. Next question. Right. So moving along here, it says,
One on August 26th that said, I'm amongst the list of plug channels copyrighted by Thumb Media affiliate. It's screwed up. These are only some of the hundreds of videos they have copyrighted from me. Another one from August 26th, the same day. Hey man, similar thing happened to me with my short, wondering how the claim went. It seems it may be an offshore company owned by Speed, but I'm not entirely sure. November 25th, I got a DM that said, hello sir, big fan. Wonder if you ever experienced with Thumb Media affiliates copyright. It seems...
So he just goes on that there's tons and tons of people out here that are getting claimed by Thumb Media, right? He shows he's got several different YouTubers and stuff that's contacted him. And then
2 million views and climbing, which has been claimed in its 13-minute entirety. These DMs have never stopped rolling into me, and my tweet didn't even have that much reach. There are probably dozens, if not hundreds of YouTubers, but instead...
So much pressure started coming about this and kept on because like you said, earlier in the thing, iShowSpeed says, hey, I'm going to take care of this. Hey, I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to, get this rectified, right? But that's not what happened. Then what happened, guys, was the other shoe dropped.
We got this clip just a couple of days ago.
YouTube asks y'all to stop spamming about these emails, about the cardigan and the Thumb Media affiliate. That is me. Just wanted to let y'all know, everybody know that. So, would y'all guys please stop? Thank y'all. Love y'all.
So, iShowSpeed finally confesses, say, yes, it is me. And yes, I am doing this. So now here's the thing. I don't know in every one of these incidences that was claimed, was this where people were just re-uploading the entirety of a video or whatever, or was it truly done in fair use? Was there commentary? Was there was it safe done under what I understand of whatever about commentary, where you can take a video or a segment or something like that a creator makes, and as long as you're stopping and you're giving commentary and you're talking and you're not just re-uploading it and you're not just playing it in its entirety, to my understanding, that is what is fair use. That it falls under the rules of fair use. With this coming out now, Jabrangus, I think that's how you say his name anyway. He's not like a really, really large YouTuber. He's got like 3.25K subscribers. So, he's a smaller YouTuber, I guess you would say, right? But he's not the only one, guys, that has picked up on this, right? Kavos has now made a video on it as well. So, like I said, Kavos.
What?
What
is going on, everyone? Welcome back to...
Stop this. So Kavos has made a video on this as well. This thing has already got 71,000 views, and it's been up 13 hours, right? Where the original guy, it's got 112,000 views, and it was a day ago. So we've got two, videos here now exposing this and going over all this stuff with iShowSpeed. So the question will now come and will be, is this going to hurt him? Is this even potentially going to stop him and shut him down? I don't know. I can't see how it won't hurt him and hurt his brand, because one thing that YouTubers really detest is people who file false copyright. This is starting to grow. This has started to become an issue now. Like I say, Jabroni made his video. Kavos has picked it up now. He's made a video. I know Tommy C covered this briefly yesterday. I had this on the docket to actually cover last night on Dave's stream. We just ran out of time. We may possibly dig into this a little bit deeper tonight. We may cover it some more. We may go over the Cavos video tonight on Dave's stream. I'm not for sure. The bottom line is this is starting to become a story. This is starting to grow. And when that happens, and people find out that for ever since this, back in July of this last year, that iShowSpeed has been lying to his fans and say, no, I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to deal with this, to where he eventually comes forward just a few days ago and says, no, that's me. I'm doing it. And by the way, shut up about it. Don't talk about it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I think, I just don't think that's going to bode well for him. I really don't. Let me just go out here just for a second. I want to see something. Yeah. So this is iShowSpeed. This is his. Is this the right? Yeah, this is the right one. This is his social blade, right? And so, in the last 30 days here, it says that he's down. So was it? Looks like he hasn't really grown anything in a few days. He hasn't. Daily average 10K, weekly average 70K. Last 30 days, he's great. Okay. I guess he's grown like 300,000 subs there. I guess when you get to these numbers, it doesn't show as much. And they're showing his video views, as he's getting like 56 million views. They're estimating that his he's earning like around $2.7 million just in his I guess his revenue from YouTube. I don't know how much he's probably, with brand deals and things of that nature. There's no telling how much. But so I don't think the guy's hurting for money. And so, and here's the thing. I'm all for if somebody just flat straight up takes your content, rips it and re-uploads it, claim it. No problems. You'll never hear me say a word about that. Period. No problems. But if someone's taking it and they're doing, they're breaking it up and they're talking and they're giving their opinions or whatever, and offering critiques and criticisms, that's commentary. And that's 100% is the heart of fair use. But we'll have to watch this. We'll have to see how this develops. But I don't think it's going to bode well. And I do think that iShowSpeed will lose some followings. I don't know how much. Because like I said, he's at 15.5 million subs. So I'm not for sure exactly how much. So let's see what the chat says. Okay, so Max says, I would love to know from Speed why does he feel justified with this? That's a good question, right? Toxic says his audience doesn't seem to care. Channel is still in the green. Copyright is killing art, has been for a long time. Mr. Gamer says Quantum and Acer Thorn rightfully get shitted on for it. Why should Speed receive special treatment? Joker says YouTubers, yeah, but does. Hang on here, it jumped too much. Hang on a second here. Where did the Joker go? It says YouTubers, yeah, but the casual kid give a damn. I doubt his audience will care. Mr. Gamer says he already promoted a crypto scam and now this. Zadi wants to know how much money has he made the other creators lose. Zadi, I don't know. And then I'll just say this. I wasn't aware of Cavos' stream, but I know in Jabrangus' stream, he doesn't cover like a specific dollar amount. So I'm not for sure on how much. Yeah. Um, let's see here. What else? Watches diehard fans weaponize. He's a teenager card again. Possibly Mr. Gamers. Who knows? He's 19. He's not a kid anymore. He's a young adult. He's a young man. He is a man. He's a young man, but he is still a man. He is a young adult. He's not a kid. He's pretty much a react Andy anyway. He should get fair use. Yeah. Right. Exactly, D-Max. Good morning, Hannah. Voltage Mike. Good morning. How y'all? Hello, Riv. Hey, Mike. How you doing? So anyway, guys, that's pretty much the show this morning. We'll have to see what happens, what develops on this iShowSpeed. I'm going to watch the Calvos video. I'm going to check that out later on today, and we'll see. Like I say, so tune in. Tuesdays is SFTP Tuesdays, so we'll see if we have a show tonight. I don't know if Tommy will be able to make it. May just be Matt Pitt. It'll also depend on how the copious one is feeling, and so forth on that. So watch Dave's Twitter and my Twitter, Matt's Twitter on that. See what we do there. Let's see here. Is the nerdy one doing a stream this morning? Did he wake up and did he get a stream set up? What do you guys think? What's the odds? Well, there's nothing created. So I'm going to say that Nerdy John probably has got his little head still on the pillow sleeping, wasting away the morning. Shame on you, Nerdy, for slacking. Shame, shame, shame. Anyway, so, but what I do know that you can do, right? Let me go double check this right quick because I don't want to send you to see. Let's see here. Yeah. So if you have got 7 hours, I guess I got a busy work day ahead of me because Zali did a stream last night. I started listening to it as I was laying down, and I had it playing as I was going to bed last night. I was listening to the stream a little bit there. So Zali did a 7-hour stream last night with Matt Pitt and Why So Demented. And I know they were going to be going over the why Abby Blackbird was, I guess, fired from his show. I unfortunately couldn't stay awake and I fell asleep, and so I didn't get to hear that. I will be going in back and watching it. So make sure and check out Zalia is Real. Like I said, she's got a 7-hour stream last night and into this morning. Hopefully we'll have a show tonight with Dave. I haven't spoke with him this morning, so I don't know what his plans are. But like I say, keep an eye on his channel or his Twitter, my Twitter, Matt's Twitter, to see what we're doing there. Go out and check out this. Like I said, go out and watch this video in its entirety by Jabringus, right? Let me just do this here. Let me copy this to make it a little bit easier for you guys. That is the link to Jabrangus's video on iShowSpeed. Go watch it. Watch it for yourself. Consume it for yourself. I did a very broad strokes on this video. I just try to hit the highlights. Go watch the video. It's very good. He gives a lot of detail, a lot of insight, and he does, a lot of information there. Like I said, it's like a 30-minute, almost, it's a little over 20-minute video. A lot of information covered there. When you're through with that, go watch. I haven't watched the Cavos video yet, but it's Cavos. Okay, let's just be real about that. So I'm going to go check out the Cavos. I've got the Zali video to watch from last night. Bottom line is a lot of content out there, guys. Go consume it. Go support these creators. And again, I want to send a huge thank you to Erica for the $100 donation. Bless your heart. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting my vision and what I want to do with this channel. And from the bottom of my heart, truly, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the guys that came and hung out with me this morning. Thank you for the, I don't even know. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. Let's see here. I think, yeah, the 578 of you guys that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you. Thank you for the hundreds of you that come and watch my videos. The 30 or 40 of you, sometimes 50 of you that come and join me of a morning. I understand that for a lot of you guys, because the biggest majority of my viewers are from the US. I know this is early for you to get up and watch. I appreciate you. I really, truly, I do appreciate you coming in and of a morning and watching with, or spending your time with me, because, you know, the one commodity that we all have that is the most rarest and richest of commodities that we have is our time. And when you give your time to me and you come and you spend your time with me, you're giving me a gift that is very precious. And I appreciate that, because once you give that time to somebody, you never can get it back. Right. And it is a one thing and it's done, and that's it. Right. And so I acknowledge that, and I understand the sacrifice, or I understand that what you're giving me, and I do value it, and I do treasure it. And so thank you for sharing your time with me this morning. I appreciate you. Now, I hope you have a wonderful day. For my viewers who are in different parts of the world, I know sometimes it's afternoon, sometimes it's evening. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and I hope you have a wonderful, restful evening. Go check out these other creators like I've mentioned this morning. Also be watching for this war, I guess, that's brewing. I'm going to have to kind of wait and see what my my leader wants us to do. But like I said, the calling of the bannermen has occurred. We're marching to war. I guess when I have my battle, we'll know what it'll be called, right? It'll be the battle of the bastards, right? Because I have all these bastard sons out everywhere, right? So we'll have the battle of the bastards. Oh, Lord. Anyway, you listen, seriously, you guys have a great day, great afternoon, evening, whatever is appropriate for you guys. And I will hopefully see you guys this evening with Dead on Dave. Take care. Love you. Keep your powder dry, and I'll see you in the funny papers.